Get yourselves together. Episode's going to be a little bit different than the usual for the Daily Show. I know I did promise you guys a while in Wednesday episode, and we would be doing the interview or talking with one another on the show. I still plan on doing that today, um, but I have to bring awareness to this. I have to. So please tap the screen. I want as many people as humanly possible on this. I'm talking about suicide awareness, in particular, veteran suicide awareness. I just found out literally right before the show, one of the soldiers that I served with passed away here a few days ago to another statistic, 22 plus statistic, and I feel like we need to bring awareness, more awareness. So please tap the screen, let as many people know we're live, so we need to bring awareness to this. I believe that this is something that we can absolutely fix. I just got the latest information from Military Time that we about this situation, and I feel like we owe it to our servicemen and women, my brothers and sisters who have served. We owe it to them to fix this issue. There's no reason that our brothers and sisters are taking their own lives because there's not enough help out there for them and nobody understands them anymore. We have to do better. We have, this is something I talk about so often, and I believe to my core that we can fix, but there's just not enough talk about it. But you will hear for sure, for a fact, you'll hear about 4 kids, 2 kids, even if it's 1 kid. And again, I'm not trying to downplay a kid being harmed by any means. But if a kid gets harmed in a school by a shooter or something like that, you'll hear about that instantly. And instead of them talking about the issue of mental health and fixing the individual and the shooter, the only thing they're going to talk about, of course, is, well, why did he have a gun and gun this, gun that? But yet, 22 plus, I'm just going to go by this, the 22. That's the low number, but we know the number has increased. But the number at least is 22 plus. So let's go with 22 at the low end. A day. Every single day. Servicemen and women who volunteered to serve our great country are taking their own lives. Why is that? And why is it not being talked about? Why is there nothing being done about it? So I will continue to talk shit and bring awareness every single day until this is no longer an issue. Because this is something that we can fix, ladies and gentlemen. We can fix this issue, and I don't understand why instead it's more trendy, or better yet, as the mainstream media will try to scare you into manipulation, you know, with this new, what's the Megatron? The new Megatron that they got? The new Megatron that happened to come through that gives you the mild feeling. The mild, again, I will say mild, that only happen all of a sudden happens to target a very specific classification. But anyways, I'm not gonna say either way, but you know what Megatron was. And yet that's what we're gonna talk about. We're shutting down again for that? For mild? But yet we're not gonna do anything at all for our brothers and sisters who are taking their own lives every single day. Every single day. 22 today. There's 22 brothers and sisters that volunteered. And are willing to sacrifice everything for you to come here and troll me. Just think about that, and think of how beautiful of a country that you live in that you're able to even do that. Think about that. Anybody that comes on here that wants to troll me and do whatever you want, I don't care. Again, I'll say it again. Nothing you can say on here that's going to hurt me or do anything. that Afghanistan hasn't done to me already, taken from me. So I just ask you to think about that for a second. While brothers and sisters are killing themselves, or we have to figure out, why are they killing themselves? What is the real issue, and why is nothing being done to fix it? I can tell you exactly why. I can tell you why. It's because, and I say this all the time, the military it's like a machine. It's great while you're in, as long as everything is working properly. But as soon as something is not working so good, well, guess what? You get tossed to the side and forgotten about. See, the military operates more like a junkyard. And I don't say this to discourage the military by any means, way, shape, or form, because I love the military. I would gladly still be serving if I could. I was medically retired in 2018, and I lost my purpose. And this is what I'm trying to get to. Military does an outstanding job providing a purpose, instilling this into your core, into your value, into everything that you live by. They instill this purpose, this dedication to duty and service to your country, almost as if they're brainwashing you to some degree to think about other people, the person to your left and to your right, and all of it has to do for freedom and for this great country. So all of that sounds beautiful in retrospect. It sounds fucking fantastic. But we know there's a breakdown and there's issues when there comes with that, right? Because we do have the best military in the world, we have people from all walks of life. So people from all walks of life come with different ideas from all walks of life, which can be an issue to some degree, or can also be an outstanding idea, because now we're looking at something from a different perspective. That's the beauty that we have in America. We have the advantage over most other places that don't, because we have a little bit of everybody from everywhere. And we can use that, and we do, to our advantage. And yet, we have time to come on here and troll while our brothers and sisters are taking their lives. So, why are they taking their lives, ladies and gentlemen? Well, I can tell you it's because that purpose, and this may not be the only reason, but I can guarantee we can combat a lot of that issue by providing that lost purpose. See, all of these Fortune 500 companies want to do their best to hire the best of the best employees so we can continue to gain profits and be better every quarter than we did the last quarter, and be better than last year, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to get that bonus this year. And you know, Chuck, I got to get my yacht. You know, I put a down payment on that yacht, and if I don't get that yacht, Chuck, you know, it's going to be, you know what I mean? And yet corporate America decides to run this game around us, and we live in this brainwash mentality like we're all working together, we're all in this together to let the big companies win while you're shitting on the little guy, and they fuck you in the long run while they get away with tax evasion and all of this big extra shit. Meanwhile, the people that are fighting for your right in order for them to do that shit are taking their own lives. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Why is there not enough mental health locations and help out there for people? We know for a fact that more people need mental health services, but yet there's not enough available. We know this for a fact. Know this for a fact. But then again, instead of fixing those issues, your elected officials will try to bribe you and tell you and convince you to get your vaccination, and you can get a free fucking burger and free fries. Not one time have they convinced you to eat healthy and get exercise or take vitamins. Or God forbid they tell you to do that because they're afraid of fat shaming. No, fuck that. Look, you know the facts are the facts. If you're fucking fat and you're not doing anything with your life, you might want to get the vaccine because you're not doing shit with yourself, and you're probably going to die from COVID. We know that for a fact. If you have the comorbidities and you have heart disease and whatever else, you have a bigger risk of being taken out by this virus. We know this for a fact. However, instead, and we're going on fucking 2 years of this bullshit, instead, our elected officials still to this day are not promoting any kind of healthy living, any kind of healthy lifestyle. Take your vitamins. Not once. Not fucking once. They don't want you to have a purpose. They want you to be brainwashed and conditioned to not have to think for yourself by any means. Big Brother G will take care of it for you. They have all the right answers, and everything that you think is wrong. That is currently what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, meanwhile, we have 22 of my brothers and sisters that are taking their own life today. Today. At least 22. Any one of them, at least at one point, were willing to sacrifice themselves for you. For you. Just makes me think, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like we can fix this issue with engagement. We can fix this issue with enlightening people, with understanding, hey, look, this is a real issue. So how can you help? You ask the question. First of all, tap the fucking screen. And I don't mean to say this as being rude. Tap the screen outrageously. That lets TikTok know that people are liking what we're talking about, right? You tap the screen, it lets other people engage in the conversation. They see, hey, look, something's popping over there. They engage. We raise more awareness. Okay? We've tried the old way. It wasn't working. We tried, hey, look, I'm going to get on YouTube and say it this way. We tried that. It didn't work. All right? We tried on Facebook. They shut us down. All right? Look, I'm trying TikTok in a different way. At this point, you guys have the power in your hands. You see, it's up to you. If you really want to help and you really do want to make an issue about this and raise awareness, well, even though we're from all different walks of life, we have the ability right here in front of us. We can tap the screen. It's that simple. You tap the screen, you engage with me, and we raise awareness. And we can do this every single day until we break fucking TikTok's algorithm or until they shut me down. And then somebody else does it or try again. The ability is, I mean, honestly, it's with you. We can try this and see if this works. Or we can just talk shit and just hope that Big Brother G fixes it and the 22 more of my brothers and sisters are going to take their own life. The choice is yours. The ability to fix this and bring awareness is in your hands. And no, this isn't the only way, but this is a way and something that we can do right now as we are speaking, or as I'm speaking, right now. Are they asking for a guest request or something? I can barely see. Sorry. All right, so I got the thing flipped. I can't see what you guys see. All right, it's different. All right, the thing's on a stand. I'm in a studio doing this, so it's not like should I to my phone? Yeah, I do have the phone, but we're in the studio set up. It's a little different. Anyways, we are going to be doing the guest request here. I guess we could fuck it. We can do one now, and then at the 6 o'clock hour, we'll cut off the. We'll do some guests. We'll cut off at the 6 o'clock hour. I'll do the toast, and then we'll continue on. I have some things I want to read to you guys. I have some numbers for you guys I want to bring up. So, yeah, go ahead, Kate. Go ahead. Kate's gonna go ahead and set up the request. Continue to tap the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Let everybody know that we're live. And again, if you're tuning in on the TikTok, tap the screen. Let everybody know we're live. Let you know what we're talking about today. Is suicide awareness is what I want to talk about. Again. If you're just tuning in, I lost one of my friends, one of my soldiers actually, served with me in Fort Polk. Who he's a 22. I'm not gonna say his name or anything like that, but we lost another one a few days ago. I just found out moments before the show, and I had a different perspective and idea for how I wanted to do this episode today, but this is literally on my mind, almost every moment of my mind, something happens. I'm thinking about, well, why are we still losing our brothers and sisters? Why? When are we doing about it? So I had to talk about it. Kate, go ahead. Let's do the. They want to do the thing. Oh, it's away. It's going. Look, again, ladies and gentlemen, you guys continue to tap the screen. I was in contact with us and everything, and She just wants awareness. That's all she asked for. I literally asked her moments before the show if there's anything I can do or anybody can do. She said awareness. We need to raise awareness because we can fix this issue. This is the part where I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and screen record because I know TikTok deletes all the live shit, right? So I might want to screen record this part or post it later or whatever, but I'm calling on every single one of you. Tap the screen, raise awareness. 22 of our veterans, service members, active reservists, retired, they're going to take their lives by suicide for whatever the reason is. And I feel like we can fix that by providing that lost purpose that the military provides. They do an outstanding job at bringing you in. They do a piss poor job getting you reacclimated to civilian life. A lifestyle that is so different. Yet, there's nothing being done to fix that. So I'm calling on you. Raise awareness. Let everybody know that this is an issue that goes on every single day. I pulled an excerpt from the Military Times. Okay? And this is just as of June 21st of this year, 2021. These estimates were recording that 30,177 global war on terrorism veterans, okay? 30,000 veterans died by suicide compared to the 7,057 veterans or servicemen and women who died while they were deployed. The global war on terrorism. Just think about that. 30,177 by suicide. We lost more to suicide from this war. We lost more from suicide from this 20-year war than we did actually engaging with our enemy. Now that, America, if that does not piss you the fuck off, then I don't know what I'm doing. That has to tell you something. You can go to the Military Times. We'll post a link later. You guys can see it. I'm not making this up, or I'll post it on my Facebook so you guys see it on my Facebook. Check me out on Facebook. You can just search me on Facebook. You'll see my shit. As it's public. But this is absolutely true. So tap the screen, let everybody know we're live. But this is absolutely what is going on. 30,177. This is as of June. Okay, this is just as of June of this year. We're talking about literally almost 6 months ago. Literally almost 6 months ago. That's December now, right? Yes, fuck, 6 months ago. 30,177 lost to suicide over the global war on terrorism, but we only lost about 7,057 in actual combat. That has to count for something. That has to say something. And again, I asked a widow today, what can I do to help you? And all she said was raise awareness. That's all she's asking, because literally, I don't think as many people know about this or even care about this. This is happening every single day. Men and women who volunteered, again, they volunteered to literally go to war, fight a war, and go kill somebody if they have to, that they don't even know, for whatever the reason is, because they're told they volunteered to do that in order for you to have and maintain the ability of freedom. For you to understand and have the ability, troll me here on TikTok. Troll me on FaceSpace. Again, the trolls don't matter. That stuff doesn't matter. Sometimes it's entertaining. But at the end of the day, we have real world issues that we can fix, that we can absolutely fix. We don't. Some of the comments, I'm just now looking at some of the comments, and I see some people weren't volunteered, or they didn't volunteer. They were drafted. You're absolutely correct. There were people who were drafted. The last time the draft was done was back in Vietnam. What I'm talking about is I'm only talking about since after the draft. Now, I do understand that the draft is as fucked up as the draft was, there was a reason it happened. Because we have this thing in our core as Americans, that freedom, that we are going to fight and maintain freedom because we are the strongest nation, and whatever we're going to do, we're going to do that. And there were men and women who didn't want to fight in the war. They were completely against it, and I understand that. And if you really look back at Vietnam, you really look at it, no reason that we needed to be involved, but I'm not going to get into that today. You really want to dig into it. But for whatever reason, people were drafted, and if they fought against it, you was either what? Go to war or go to jail. That's what they said, and that's what they did. Muhammad Ali was in jail because he did not want to go fight in a war. He had no problem with people in Viet. What do you say? I ain't got no quarrels with no Viet Cong, and no Viet Cong got no quarrels with me, or something like that. And he didn't want to. There's no reason for him to go fight them, and he stood behind his belief and went to jail for it, and still came back. You know who did that? An American. Literally one of the greatest boxers of all time. All time. Not ever. An American. We are literally the fattest country on earth. As far as people are concerned. We're the fattest country. And still win the most gold medals in the Olympics. America does that. That has to count for something, and I feel like we're getting sloppy and we're getting lazy. Maybe it's all to do with money and it just looks like we're the best and we're really not. But I refuse to believe that. Because again, Americans were the first to put a fucking man on the moon. Americans did that. We can talk all we want. Well, China really does this for us and China does that. But guess what? There's a reason everyone backs the fuck down when America gets buck. There's a reason for that. Because when push comes to shove, we do what needs to be done. We do what needs to get done in order to accomplish the mission. I mean, we will accomplish the mission. That's what America will do. Not our politicians. I'm not talking about them. The politicians can't decide on anything. We know that. I'm talking about Americans, real Americans. You know, the people that literally make America run and work every day. You and I. You know, the people who clock in and clock out and continue to keep the wheels turning. Yeah, that's you and I. You guys forget that. You guys forget that. This country literally operates. It only operates if you show up to work. I don't think you guys understand how much power you really have. But of course, it all has to be organized, right? It only works if we all stick together. Again, I say this all the time. There has to be one thing that we can come together as Americans. If we can't agree, I'm going to be real. I'm going to say this. I don't care if I hurt people's feelings. If you're a black person and you're sitting here talking about critical race that and white people are bad that, shame on you. Shame on you. If you're a white person, you're talking about nigga this, nigga that, black people ain't shit, Muslims ain't shit, the Jews ain't shit. If you're one of them, shame on you. And if you're a Muslim or an Asian or anybody from any walk of life talking shit on anybody about their race, religion, color, creed, shame on you. Because there should be one thing that we agree on in this country. None of that should matter. We should all agree on one thing, and that should be the ability of. It should not matter if you agree with me or not. You should still love me and love the ability that I have the right to say what I want. I should be able to wear a shirt that says, "Let's go, Brandon," and still help you if you want to have an abortion. Because I'm an American. And I'm one person. Just because I agree with one thing does not necessarily mean that I have to agree with everything that goes within that category. You lost your fucking mind. There's not one person on this earth that falls into one category only. You'd be a dull motherfucker if you were. Shame on you for believing that if you were. The idea of America as a melting pot, that should not be a foreign idea, and that should not be something that we have to even think about. Again, I ask you guys, when you think of an American, I can't think of just one race or one person. I think of literally everybody. Because that is America. That is America. Where we have young men and young women who raise their right hand and volunteer to take down tyranny, fight communism. Give all. Volunteer to do so now. It will literally give up everything to do so. You're going to come on here and talk shit to me on TikTok because I want to raise awareness. Bring us together and talk about a real issue that we have. Suicide prevention. That's where we are, America. Okay. Again, I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. You can continue to tap the screen. Let everybody know. Again, I did, for those of you who are just tuning in, I lost a soldier of mine moments before the show. I lost a soldier of mine to suicide 2 days ago. And I spoke to his spouse, and she asked, the only thing she wants is to raise awareness. Please tap the screen, let people know that this is a real issue that we can fix. We can absolutely fix in this. I need your help. I cannot do it without you. I'm one person. There are 330 plus million Americans in this country. Okay? 330 plus million Americans. All right? Our military, our entire military, right now, our entire military is a fraction of that. And we are the best military in the entire world. And every single person that serves today raised their right hand, volunteered, knowing that they might go to war at any time, anywhere in the world. You don't understand. A lot of you just don't get it. A lot of you just don't get it. Brothers and sisters lose their life. War. Take it for granted. Sisters lose their life to suicide. We don't think anything of it. We care. We don't care. From a fucking Megatron, bitch, right? Omicron virus. Not even. Nobody cares. I don't I don't cry. I just don't understand it. I thought I thought we were better. We love to make jokes and we we love to make jokes, we love to goof around, we love to talk shit and blame this or that. It's the Democrats' fault, it's the Republicans, it's the left, it's the right, it's no wonder why we have more people losing their life to suicide than we did over a 20-year war. More people took their life by suicide in that war than they did in the actual war. But then again, I'm a joke. I'm a traitor because I decided to serve my country, right? That's what they said. I'm a traitor. I'm a joke. I'm an Uncle Tom or the best one, of course, as you guys all have seen. I'm a pharmacist. Ball's in your court, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow's a new day. You guys have the ability to continue to raise awareness. I will. Hopefully, I'll be in a better mood. Cross. Rough. Not always meant to be easy. I don't think it's supposed to always be easy. And if the last 3 years have shown us anything, not supposed to be. But I don't think it's supposed to be this fucking hard. And I only think it's this hard because we allow it. I only think it's this. Ladies and gentlemen, I missed the 6 o'clock minute, but I'm not look, if you guys want to participate in a toast with me, you're welcome to. Give me just a second. That, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. You wish to participate in a toast with me, please do. Whatever your niche is, whether that's a smoke, a drink, alcohol, water, tea, juice, lemon juice, whatever your niche is, please, I ask that you go ahead and participate in this with me. Raise a glass. This goes out to every single serviceman and woman who is currently serving, who has ever served since the beginning of our great nation all the way through now and into the future. I want this toast to go out to you. Words cannot express how honored and how grateful we are for everybody that gave so much to bring this country. So I just want to honor them I usually do a great toast at the 6 o'clock hour, a little funny and engage with you guys. But I drink apple juice, so if you guys would like to participate, you guys are welcome to. If you guys don't drink and just like drink water, that's as well your choice. I don't care. But I just ask that you participate in the toast with me. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Continue to troll, do whatever you want to. Up to you. But I usually steal the quote from the men's room. 99.9 KISW here in the Pacific Northwest. They have their quote of the shot of the day, so I like to steal their toast. So this one goes out to everybody who has ever served, the fallen servicemen and women, the veterans out there. Everybody, I have your six. Everybody, remember, you're gone but never forgotten, and we will always be there for you. I'll be there for you, and I'm trying to bring as much awareness as possible. Cheers to you, mates. I would pour some out for those who can't be there, but I'm not pouring any liquor on my floor. I mean, my apple juice on my floor. You guys understand that. Metaphorically, I will. But we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy. So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola, bichola. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Well, now that we're back here to the show, you're just tuning in. Thank you guys for just tuning in. This is The Daily Show. Me, Trip. It's been kind of an emotional show, a little bit different. I apologize again for that earlier. I haven't cried in 20 fucking years. I have not shed a tear in 20 years. That shit got me. And, fuck. I apologize for that. This is something that is near and dear to me that I think that I know that we can fix it if we just come together and just do it. But it starts with raising awareness. This is happening every single day, and it starts with raising awareness. And the ball is in your court. You have the ability literally to do it. You just have to do it. It just takes a second, but we like to spend time. We always say, well, I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to think about that. Well, you do. You're here on TikTok watching me for here a moment, and just as I'm talking to you, you could literally go to a page, share a message, share a tweet, something, just raising awareness about this issue. And continue to do that. Continue to do it. Talk to people about it. Bring it up in conversations. These are the uncomfortable conversations I believe we need to have. I don't give a fuck about Omicron. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care. I don't care. At the end of the day, we know the fucking shit doesn't matter. They're making it up to sell the fucking vax. Meanwhile, I have brothers and sisters taking their life. And nobody cares. Well, I do. There are issues that we can actually fix in this country. They only want to focus on one thing right now. And it's clear as day. It is clear as crystal. And you allow it to happen. We allow it to happen. We would love to name call, blame each other. You're this, you're that, the ist or the isms. And blame each other for the issues. But meanwhile, there are 330 million of us. We all walked the fuck out at the same day. You guys realize we live in the same country, and within like a 3-hour difference of our work schedule, we're keeping the country running. You guys realize what you can do at the same time every single day? Like, you guys don't understand the fucking power that we have, and yet we allow this craziness to just take place. 330 million of us, a couple thousand fucking, if even thousand, people in charge. Okay. Nothing even has to be done violently. You could literally just all walk out and leave work at the same time. Everybody could. That's what's so funny. And I'm not saying to do this. I'm in TikTok. Before you gotta try to fucking shadow ban me or anything like that. I'm not condoning this or anything. I'm just saying. Imagine if like at what's like a time? Let's say a good time that is like good across all parts between Pacific time and Eastern time. Let's say like 10 a.m. Pacific time, right? 10 a.m. Pacific time. Let's just say 9 a.m. Pacific time. If everybody in the workforce literally just walked the fuck out and went home, everybody. Just imagine. It would be fucking chaos if everybody just went home. It's like, no, I'm not coming back until this, and this happens. Imagine. I mean, everybody. I'm talking literally everybody. There are more of us and that are able to do that. And of course, it would be chaos because there are people that will take advantage of that. Of course, there will. What about all the people who aren't working? I'm not saying it's an idea to do. Obviously, it'd be chaos. It would be fucking chaos. All I'm saying is, it could be done. And if that wouldn't get anyone's attention that is in charge, ladies and gentlemen, you underestimate yourself. You underestimate yourself a lot more than you think. But we all like to think, well, no, not me. I don't underestimate myself. Not me. It's not me he's talking about. It couldn't be me. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Because every single one of us put our pants on the same way in the morning. One leg at a fucking time. Unless you're some weird superhuman freak that jumps into your fucking pants every single day. You do it one leg at a time. But one of us sit high enough to look down on anybody else. We all eat, shit, breathe. At the end of the day, we all die. That simple. It is what it is. We can spend our time hating each other, or we can spend our time actually fixing it and trying to do better. Do you really think Dementia Man, Old Man Jenkins, do you really fucking think Old Man Jenkins is the... You guys are really gonna get... What's this? Just in, ladies and gentlemen. We as citizens of the USA are literally paid viewers for the political football game. It is no different than going into a game we have absolutely no control over. What's going on? Unless we stop the game, come together on the field and make a change. Imagine that. Imagine a football game. Everybody come together on the field and change the rules. Imagine that. 68,000 people on the field. First of all, ain't 6,000. Ain't no way it's gonna happen. But just imagine that. There's no way 400 security, not even 400. There's like 10 security guards. There's like 10 security guards at a football game. Like 3 cops, 10 security guards, and like 400 staff. Right? Imagine 68,000 people storming the fucking field and say, no, not another fucking down will be played until this happens. Imagine. NFL, first of all, would lose their fucking mind. But imagine, they'd be like, look, just fucking make the change. And everybody goes about their way, right? But then again, the government keeps saying, well, no, just one more. Just one more shot. Just one more. Just one more. Just another one. Just another one. Hey, just get another one. Just get another one. What's the big deal? They're safe. What's the big deal? Just another one. Hey, man, just get another one. You'll get you another free cheeseburger. What's the big deal? Look. Less people are getting hurt from it if you just take it. You're safe, man. Nothing's wrong with it. It's just a shot, bro. Fucking shot. You'll be over with, bro. Just get it. Or we could just say, look, the shit ain't working like we fucking thought it would. And instead of telling you to keep getting the shit, we just say, look, it ain't fucking you up like we thought it was going to fuck you up. We fucked up. Those who decided to just take the chance and not get anything, most of y'all doing just fine. Actually, pretty much all of us are doing just fine, but that's neither here nor there. We're not allowed to say that. apparently me being healthy is an issue. Like, when the fuck did... Let me ask you this. When did that change? It had to be within the last 2 years. Like, me just being a healthy human being is an issue. Could you imagine? Like, wait, no, you can't even have to imagine that, because that's exactly where we are. That's where we are. That's exactly. I'm literally judged. My value is no longer my value is no longer of matter at all. Nobody cares about my value. My work ethic, none of that matters. None of that fucking matters. All I gotta do is show the fuck up. I can do a piss poor job as long as I show the fuck up. All I gotta do. Just show the fuck up. Just be there. Okay? Just show up. At this point, just show up. Right? Okay. Because we're so desperate, right? Lack of quality, no one talks about that. The ones that talk about it are the ones that get ignored. But that's neither. Again, these are problems that we can fix, but we don't. We don't. But if I do that, they're going to cut my check. No. They're going to fire me if I do. No, they won't. Problem is that too many people are scared to actually do something because, well, no, they're going to do this. Okay. Okay. You guys literally realize that you're designing and doing stuff to make another company money. Yeah, they cut you a decent check to keep you coming back, but literally making them more money than they're giving you. Okay? So your brains is making them money. They give you a piece of it. Okay. America. We're not that far gone in that brainwash to where we don't understand and see it this clear. Or am I just the one that sees it this clear? Because if it wasn't for us to continue making this machine work, well, the machine's going to fall apart. Because we're not at a state yet where the machines have completely taken over. We're not there yet. So until we are there where the machines have completely taken over and doing everything for us, until we are there, the ball is still in our court. Now, again, I choose the peaceful route in doing this thing the more peaceful way. And by peaceful, yes, I do mean you can still shout. You can still make your stance known, but you don't have to hurt anybody to do anything. You don't have to break anything to get your point across. But you got to realize what you have the ability to do. The ball is in your court. You can do what you want. More of us than there is of them. But we're too scared. We're too scared to do anything. We just watch the TV, watch CNN, even though we know tell us nothing but lies now. We watch the mainstream tell us all this bullshit. But they won't say a fucking peep about my brothers and sisters losing their lives to suicide. They won't say a peep about brothers and sisters, who have the ability, literally have the ability, and will run circles around most of you fucking tech and college boys anyway, to manage a crew of fucking 5 or 6. The fuck out of it. Managing a fucking platoon in Afghanistan. You gonna tell me about, can you manage 5 people? As if I'm not having to worry about 13 other individuals in my crew, and their families, and all of their issues that they have, and keep them alive while we're downrange. But you know, it's cool. I'm not gonna talk about that, but sure. And there's five people bill for 8 hours a day. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the live show. I'm done for the day. I can't do this anymore today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.